The Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collection is finally here, and today I'll be revealing the entire collection with close-ups of all the products and some swatches, plus comparisons to other Colourpop palettes that you might already have at home in your collection. So stay tuned if you're curious and you want to know everything there is to know about the Colourpop Hocus Pocus 2 collab and whether or not it's worth buying. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first product is the Soul Body Face and Body Highlighter in the shade Find the Book. The outer packaging is black with a cat face, and it also has the moon and stars in a green foil. It's super, super cute. Inside, the powder has a duochrome green to gold flip, which is honestly so beautiful. It's really unique for this type of powder. I can see using this not just as a face and body highlighter, but even as an eyeshadow. I think it would be beautiful for that, and it gives you so much product to play with as well. Moving on, we have new Jelly Much shadows. It's the same formula as before, but these are actually crossed with their Glitterly Obsessed gels. So they have those bigger chunks of glitter that are in the formula. First, we have Winifred's shade, which is called I Am Calm, and it's an ivory opal shade with a duochrome finish. I think this one is my favorite. It's absolutely stunning. Next, we have Sarah's shade, which is called Come to Play, and it's a warm violet shade with rainbow pinpoints. And this one will definitely create those deeper, smokier looks like Sarah wears in the movie. So I think this is the perfect color to represent her. Next, we have Mary's shade. This one is called Shishka Baby. Love the name. It's a warm copper, and this is a very Halloween color. In fact, all of these colors really give that vibe compared to the previous collection. So these look really beautiful, but just note that they do have those bigger chunks of glitter in them. So if you're not a glitter fan, then you might want to go ahead and skip these. Next, we have the BFF Mascara in the shade Butcherson after Billy Butcherson, and I love that they finally included him in this collection because I don't think he was part of the last one. And the packaging is really, really cute. It has little bats on the tube, and then inside the mascara itself is a deep plum shade, which is really flattering and different without being too bold or bright. This mascara is supposed to give your lashes both length and volume, and I'm really excited to try it. You guys will have to let me know what you think of it. In this collection, we also have 3 limited edition So Glassy lip glosses, and these each coordinate perfectly with the Jelly Much shadows, one for each Sanderson sister. So first up, we have Winifred, and just like her Jelly Much shadow, this is a white gloss with silver, gold, orange, violet, and green pinpoints. So you have many different colors of glitters in this one. Next up, we have Sarah, and this one is so unique and pretty. It's called Boys Will Love You. It's a black gloss with silver, violet, and blue glitter, and actually it's very surprisingly wearable. It's sheer, so your natural color kind of shows through the black, and it just creates this really beautiful plummy shade. I'm definitely going to be wearing it a lot heading into the fall and winter. And then we have the Mary shade. This one's called We're Young, and it's a peachy nude with pinpoints of copper and silver. So this is a great one just for every day. And I find that these glosses are sheer, so you can basically apply them without a mirror, and they feel really hydrating on your lips. So I love this formula. They also have the cutest little cat ear clips. At first, I thought this was a headband when I saw it in the package, but they're actually 2 separate ears that each have a little clip, so you can adjust them and just put them exactly where you want to on your head. They're really cute, and you can use them just to kind of get your hair out of your face while doing your makeup. Finally, let's talk about the palette called All Hallows Eve. It features the Sanderson sisters on the front, and the artwork is super cute and fun. And then inside, we have 15 shades in different finishes, including matte, metallic, matte with sparkle, and a new finish called Pearlescent Glitter, which is the shade on the top left called Candle is a Light. It's described as an ivory gold shade with silver, gold, and green flip. It's really unique, and even though it's called a glitter, it's not like the pressed glitters that have the fallout going everywhere. It actually picks up in swatches like a regular shimmer shade, which I definitely appreciate. So let's go ahead and look at some swatches. All the shades swatched beautifully. I had no issues with any of them, and let's just quickly go through and I'll let you know what all the finishes are. So first up, we have that shade all the way to the right called Candle is a Light. That's the new finish that they have. The next shade Spellbook is a matte, and then Cursed after that is a matte with sparkle, and that's the only one like that in the palette. Then we have Havoc, which is another regular matte shade. And then we have a bunch of regular metallic shades in a row. We have 17th Century, then 29 Years, Marvelous, Brew Another Batch, and Wicked Ways. And then the rest of the shades are all regular mattes. So we have Witch Hunters, Cometh to Us, Doomed, Night of Sins, Observe, and then Till Midnight. Overall, I think this palette just has a beautiful Halloween vibe and a really nice mix of both matte and shimmer finishes. I also did some fun broomstick stencil swatches that I created for Instagram, so I'll just show these to you really quickly. You can't actually see the colors as well as you can with regular swatches, but I thought it was cute anyway, so I just figured I'd share. As always, now let's compare the new palette to some other Colourpop palettes you might already have at home. I admit they really haven't done anything like this, so it was a bit more of a unique color story for them, and I had a little trouble finding similar palettes, but I did pick up a few. First, I just wanted to show you the new palette next to the old Hocus Pocus palette, even though they're not really similar, but I think it really illustrates how the new palette is really festive and gives those Halloween vibes, while the old one is much more neutral overall. So if you're somebody who just wears neutrals all the time, you might end up wearing the new one like around Halloween and then not really pull it out much. But if you're somebody who loves to wear color, particularly greens and purples, I think you'll actually really love the new one. I also wanted to compare it to the Lush Life palette. This one has 12 shades versus the 15, but quite a few of the shades jumped out at me as being similar, particularly the greens and the coppers and the neutrals. But the Lush Life palette doesn't have the purple or gray taupe shades, so I think that's where the two differ from each other. Another palette I thought of when I first saw the Hocus Pocus 2 palette is the Disney Villains Misunderstood. This one also includes the greens, the coppers, and even a purple shimmer as well, although it's missing the purple matte, and it also has some blues that the Hocus Pocus palette doesn't have. But overall, I definitely noticed some similarities between these two as well. And the fourth and final comparison is the It's a Mood palette. This one came out last fall and it has the greens and purples and coppery shades that the Hocus Pocus palette has, plus even more. And I think the shades are maybe a little bit more muted in the It's a Mood palette. So while it's similar, I think Hocus Pocus packs a little bit more of a color punch. So overall, my thoughts on this collection is that I really think it captures the essence of Halloween much more than the original collection did. And if you like more colorful looks, I think you're really going to love this one. But there are also enough neutral options to satisfy those of us who would wear subtle shades on a regular basis, but still want to play with color every once in a while. So I'd just love to hear what you think down in the comments below. If you're planning on picking anything up, be sure to use my code JenPhelps and I'll save you $5 off a $25 order. I'll also have everything linked in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today as always, and I'll see you all in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.